Hello, friends and knife nerds. This is the Ares from Orion Knives. This has been out for a little bit, close to a year-ish. I don't think I'm exaggerating there. And I've waited to get my hands on it, but I've just seen it in a few videos, and I'm had to pull the trigger, and I am glad I did. This is more impressive than I thought, actually. G10 scales. Nice and grippy. The OEM for this is Sikio out of China. They do some OEM work, not a super popular brand, but probably do some stuff you wouldn't even realize. So it's kind of budgety. They have a patented, I think it's patented, this pivot actuated wedge lock that they used. It's really smooth. We have a titanium pocket clip. That's a nice touch. And we got a G10 back spacer as well. No spot for a lanyard. That pocket clip is reversible. How are we on centering? Spot on. Your deployment method is either going to be gravity or that beautiful fuller right there. I use a fuller because a fuller's nice and fidgety for me. Good reverse flicking. Nice long fuller. You can really get in there nicely. So you want to see? Want to see? Check it. Beautiful American style Tonto with black washes. Comes in a few different colors. I believe there's a satin finish one. There is a satin finish one with a black handle, which may be usually what I would have picked, but I also like a blacked out knife. So I went with this. Beautiful work. 14C. 28N, friends. Nice flat grind. Compound grind. You can see right here and right here the two different grinds. A very nice knife. Check out now this actuated wedge pivot. You can see right there. It is liner supported, so when you push in on the pivot, it pulls back on the liner and releases the blade. And it's smooth. Let me show you a few times. Look at that. Fall. Let me see if I can get it just to fall. Once it kind of takes a little bit because it gets stuck on a bit of the D. There's like a D10 right there. And then give it a push. Gravity, nice. The fuller, even snappier. Really nice, snappy feeling, good acoustics, but that feeling is nice and solid. And then, I mean, we got no blade play back and forth there. Large knife. This is over 8 inches, so it's nice and comfortable, especially if you like a larger knife. Look at that. It's still got some butt on this knife back here. Very comfortable, and just kind of wraps right around it. You know, it's not, I mean, amazing contouring, but it's comfortable. I like the size of this for somebody with my hands size. So we'll get some measurements here in just a second, but really nice design. They do some cool knives, but nothing this cool yet. This takes the cake. This wins the prize. So now let me get those measurements I talked about. We are looking at 3.6-ish inches in blade, that 14C American Tonto, and then we're looking at 8.25 inches in total length when open. Let me get a weight in here for you friends. I hope everybody's having a great day. For me, I'm making this on a Friday, and it's the Friday night, so we're heading into the weekend, guys. 4.36 ounces. That's a nice weight for this knife. Just over 4. And you can see, I believe if we look in here, they did some reduction. No, they did not. Yeah, they did. There's your pockets right down there at the bottom. Not a lot, just a little bit. A little bit of relief on both sides. Keep the weight down. It probably would have been closer to, like, my guess is 4.75 ounces. And that would have made it been a little bit extra because this thing feels nicely balanced. Where is it balanced? Let's find out. Kind of right about there. So, I mean, that's why this pivot kind of feels so nice. It's really well balanced. And that deployment, man, do they nail that deployment? It's nice and locked up underneath that wedge right down there. Kind of see it. This pivot wedge lock. Pretty slick. Pretty slick idea. You can really see it better from the back of the knife. Let's see. Let's push. Yeah, there it goes. Awesome. Orion Knives, I hope you do something with this wedge lock again. You guys did a great job with this thing. Very comfortable. Useful blade shape. And nice job with that Tonto too. Not like just a cheesy, not EDC friendly version of it. Just they put some thought into this knife and nailed it. So excellent work, Orion Knives. Let me show you guys a quick comparison here. We have the Benchmade bug out and another folder deployer, the Continuum from Vanguard. Now I know you see the blade hole, but the blade hole is so high that, you know, you really don't go up there often. You get down here. So give you a little size comparison, pivot to pivot, everything. The Orion Ares is the largest. Ares, the Greek god of war, taking it to a couple of these other really nice knives. Really cool job. I like the swedge work up here, above and below the fuller, leading in to the top edge there. That is really a cool design. Very cool work. I approve. I approve. Nice work. Not only is it functional, it's a handsome knife. Very cool design. That blade is slick. See what I mean? Fuller up top here, and then it kind of leads down into that leading edge of the knife. Nice and smooth. Nothing sticky about it, which some pivot locks really do tend to stick, but this actuated wedge lock is really slick. I do recommend it, friends. $89. It's a little pricey, but it is slick, it is fidgety, and it's a cool knife to carry. Let me know what you guys think, and I will see you in the comments.